place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom. Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Fields going to throw right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. And this one is incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Fields going to change things up here. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At their own 18-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Ready? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. Usually in this spot, you do an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 9. Love now. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. The Packers at 12-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Okay.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
You look at this Bears defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Red, yellow. Steel, black. Hut, hut.
On third down, Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, Love sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Really in a hole here, third and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Stick, mega. Slide through. Ready.
Throwing, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fields changing the play. Now it's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running right, Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Love from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
First down.
Here we go. Extend.
Fields throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Fields now on second down. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Play action. It's Fields. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A big play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 30.
Again, it's Love. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fields on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Here's Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped it for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
46 yards on the ground for him so far from the 41. Here's second down and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Try to power it in with Arma. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alex Arma, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
17.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. Now a first down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Fields going to move him around. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. It's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Fields with a throw that's caught by Moore. Down the right sideline. And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Tonyan, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with second.
Smash. Red. Hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Under a minute minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. On play action, Love to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, Fields. He'll go right back to Tunyon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. First down, Love to pass. He'll find DeGuara complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's Love. Escape. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Love now to pass on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play.
It got his man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the point after try for Santos.
Lining up for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 48, Packers 17.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because